Welcome to the podcast.
How's it going, everybody? The podcast, because right now we don't have a name for our podcast.
We're missing a Jewish boy.
Yeah, it was supposed to be Jewish boy and the average goy, but we don't have the Jewish boy, so...
So our replacement Jewish boy is, let's do some introductions here. We got
Manveer. I'm not Jewish, but I am a goy, so...
Yeah, I mean, we're all goys, technically. I'm Jonathan. I'm just white, dude.
Yeah, I'm Ian. I'm half Jewish, so, I take the cake for most Judaism in this podcast right now.
The thing is, you don't count as a Jew.
That's true. My dad is a Jew, and I think the way in Jew law, how it works, is your mom has to be a Jew to be Jewish.
That's why I think being Jewish is
so.
Being different than every other religion. It's like you're actually a race, because, your mom has to be
I guess
Jew.
so. I mean, yeah, you can't just,
That's weird, though. Most religions is, mostly everything you inherit from your dad, right?
The Jews are real progressives,
Yeah,
they're just the original feminists, right? Moses, if you didn't know, was actually transgender.
Really?
So, yeah.
How do you know this?
I learned.
learned?
My girlfriend is Jewish, dude. I mean,
Did she
transgender
tell you
too?
that?
I just know things about Judaism.
Did she tell you that Moses? I like
she
to
may not have
elaborate
told me
on
that, but I can feel it.
You can feel it?
I mean, the Jews are really progressive, so it makes sense.
Okay.
Right?
There's a lot of conservative Jews. I grew up in LA. There's a pretty big Jewish population, like West LA.
Well,
They're at least fiscally they're pretty conservative. There's a reason they're
There's
all
no
rich.
Jews in Australia.
That makes sense. There's probably no Jews in India either.
I don't think so.
It wouldn't make any sense. Yeah, but I think most Jews who are liberal are not religious.
There's a spider next to you, John.
That's cool.
Yeah, I just went on the couch. All right, well,
I don't see
it went into the blanket on the couch right there.
That's fine.
All right.
It's fine. It just wants to hang out. Slinky can eat it later.
Yeah, I hope that doesn't happen. Slinky's my dog. He might make some guest appearances.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
But
the average
talking about
the average dog.
transgender people, there are a lot of those in high school.
Yeah. Not really. Were there? Okay, we can get into this later. I think what we should really start with is what should the name of this podcast be? I want to discuss this with you guys.
I feel like this is a different podcast than Jewish boy and the average goy.
This can be the prelude, oh shit.
Yeah.
Sounds that.
This is the guys podcast, because Eli is basically a chick.
No, you know how they have movies, no, not movies, TV shows where they have the pilot episode.
Yeah, this is the
actual
pilot
series.
episode.
This is the pilot podcast.
I see that.
Yeah. We can have a reunion episode.
Mhm.
Mhm.
You were saying that this was going to be the new beginnings.
Yeah, new beginnings.
New beginnings.
Beginnings.
The pilot.
The pilot. Yeah,
Yeah,
I like it.
right.
Mhm.
You'll
Get
see
an
that
actual Jewish boy next time.
Yeah, but
That's
he
okay.
had to do Jewish things.
Yeah, he had to go to the Jewish Community Center and get his fingerprints tested because he's working there.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking Jewish.
Wait, what? Fingerprints tested for what?
To make sure he's not a convicted felon or something.
Okay.
Trying to
Put you in
diddle
the
some Jewish
system,
kids.
Oh shit. Trying to diddle.
Diddle on some Jewish kids.
Oh shit. Dude, this ties in with the 6-year-old trying to diddle your friend.
What?
Yeah, Joshua, the 6-year-old trying to diddle
Oh
him,
yeah,
and
that's gonna be a little down the line here, but
okay.
The 6-year-old?
No.
60.
65.
65-year-old trying to diddle.
we'll get into this.
my good old friend
Alright.
from childhood, Joshua.
Okay. So a little bit about us here. We all are about to graduate from high school, so we thought we'd reflect on our high school experience here. It's gonna be a nice, relaxing, existential episode.
Yeah, we're gonna go really deep.
Yeah, we are. This is gonna be very thought provoking. You're gonna reconsider all of your life decisions after listening to this.
Or we're just gonna talk about random shit.
Yeah, that's more likely.
That's the plan. That's what most podcasts do, but that's okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, John mentioned it. Talking about transgender people in high school.
Uh-huh.
You say there's a lot.
You want to talk about that? You want to start off with that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm considering transitioning myself.
Oh, really?
No.
Really? What's your name gonna be?
If you were a chick, what would your name be?
Oh, that's a good question.
Oh, me? Manquisha.
So would you identify as black as well as Indian?
I mean, I could. I don't know. I was thinking maybe it could be Womanveer.
Well, that's
Yeah,
very
Instead of
good.
Manveer, it could be
Womanveer.
Womanveer. That's a little too
Yeah.
cringy. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
It makes perfect
Yeah.
sense.
What about you, John?
Dude, I like my name. I'd just be Jonathan Fem.
Jonathan parentheses Fem.
Jonna Fem.
That doesn't make
Jonna Fem.
that doesn't even work really.
That
Like
does work. Jonna Fen, but Fem, like
You could be
female.
like Jackie. There's like female Jackies, right?
Nah, I'm not down with Jackie, dude. That name is ratchet.
dude, my
That's
aunt's name is
Samson's
Jackie,
mom's
dude.
name,
Screw
dude.
you. My
Really?
aunt's name is Jackie.
Oh, I don't know who Samson is anyway. Yeah, true. Samson's the name of my dog.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's funny. We know a guy named Samson.
Yeah.
Yeah. That. Yeah.
Yeah. If I were a girl, I don't know what my name. Okay, so my name
Why
is
are we
Ian,
doing-
which is just it's the Irish version of John. So like
Is
I was
it
gonna
actually?
yeah, I was just gonna
That's
just gonna
yeah.
piggyback off of your answer.
Jonna Fem, dude.
No, that's retarded. Like I don't
Ian
want to be
Fem.
that. John Fem. That's like
It could
two
be
different
female.
Not
vowels.
Jonna Fem.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
You can't go from Jonathan to Fem. Like you're changing the vowel.
It doesn't
I'm
make
also
sense either
changing.
way.
Okay.
It doesn't make sense
Okay,
either way,
let's
right.
get into the more pressing matter of transgenders, which is gender reassignment surgery.
Oh no, no gender reassignment surgery. Oh,
Look,
fuck.
I support your right. If you want to be a woman, if you want to be a man, okay.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Like
you can do whatever you
you
want.
do
but
you. Be happy.
Gender reassignment surgery. Ooh.
Let's explain to the people, Manveer.
I
What
think it's
happens.
pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, well, some background info. Like a couple weeks ago, I
Yeah.
stumbled upon some gender reassignment surgery animations because I was watching a shit ton of like surgeries and shit. Don't ask me why. It was just interesting. Oh, it was when we were doing cat dissections in anatomy,
Okay.
and I wanted to see stuff.
That's
Alright,
fucking
anyway,
weird.
It is kind of weird, but also I'm kind of want to do that in university, maybe down the line. Anyway, so gender reassignment surgery. If you're going from man to female,
Mhm.
that's the worst.
That's probably the worst, right?
Bro, they
Yeah.
split your dick into like 3 separate like
Yeah.
sections, and then they peel
turn
it
inside
backwards.
out.
Ugh. And they gotta
Yes.
cut open the balls and everything. It's just a
It's
mess.
not good.
And then the thing is the stickler, right, is that your body treats the new cavity as a wound, and so you have to like stick like a thing up into your new
Okay.
vag.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
So to keep it from closing,
That's not good.
and that's
Yeah.
gotta hurt, man.
You gotta like put yourself in that position, though. Sort of like, what if that was the only thing you could do to make you happy? Like,
Yeah, right.
was it worth it? Like, would you like?
That's the thing is like some people aren't happy after they do it. You know.
I mean, but they probably weren't happy before, and they're trying to make themselves
Yeah,
happy.
exactly.
Like, you gotta
No, it's
respect
just-
that.
I can respect it, but I can't.
It's a bold move.
I can't imagine myself doing that. That's
I don't want to lose
that's-
my dick, man.
You don't lose it. They just split it into 3.
Well,
they
if-
split it like a
If you were
banana.
having the
It's grown
surgery,
on me.
if you were having the surgery, you would want to lose your dick. So,
Yeah, right. But I don't.
okay, so you're not a transgender person.
Yeah, I'm not. But if I was, I'd be called Jonathan.
All right, Jonathan.
Like, come on, that's like a good pun, dude. Like,
No, it's
It's
not.
really
It's
not.
not.
It's
Jonathan, Jonathan.
No, it's different. It's a different vowel sound.
No, dude. Actually, when I was like a little kid, I don't know about y'all, but like if you did like weird stuff when you were kids, but I had this like system of like letters that like sounded different, but like have the same like level to me.
What?
Dude,
What?
I'm going deep right here, okay? Like
Okay.
M and N, dude, and I'd like balance out letters with the system, dude, or words with the system, dude. I got deep.
So you
Okay.
created your
I don't.
own
I have
code.
no idea.
Yeah, I had like it was like math, but with letters.
You mean nath?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
whoa.
I'm getting it. Okay.
I'm not
Like,
getting
you're
it.
not?
Don't M and N kind of like,
I guess so.
and then
yeah.
like I had like B and D.
just like letters that sound
Instead
similar,
of
and
bad,
you would
is
just.
she dad?
Is she
Is she
dab?
dad?
Is she a
though?
dab?
Oh my god.
Okay, so basically, what you're saying is you would take letters that
No, but
sound
then
similar,
each of
and then
them
just
had like a
switch them.
system of power. So like one system, like B and D would be equal to each other, but like there
Oh,
was
so
like,
you ranked
and like
letters.
M and N was like, I think it was like below D and B. Yeah, dude, I was like,
What the fuck are you
I was,
talking
like,
about,
seven-
dude?
I was a crazy 7-year-old. Okay,
You didn't
it's
have
okay.
much to do when you were 7.
Listen, when I was a kid, we're kind of skipping ahead in the podcast here,
Uh-huh.
but we can
Right.
segue
Yeah.
off this.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
When I was a little kid, I was like, when I was like 5, I didn't have anything to do. I was like really bored. 'Cause, like I wanted to play on my fucking Wii. But, like my parents were like very strict about that.
When I
So,
play in his little Wii.
but yeah, my parents were really strict about it. So I wasn't. So they would like for my 5th birthday, my grandparents got me this atlas, like this United States atlas, and every page it had like the state and like facts about the state, and I read that thing like 50 times. Okay, like
50 times.
I was 5 years old.
50 states.
50 times for 50 states.
Damn, interesting.
And I was 5 years old, and I could do every state, every capital, like like the top 10 of like size and population of each state. I was fucking better at geography when I was like 5 than I am now. Like, I've forgotten most of that shit.
Dude, no one knows geography. Have you seen the video of...
In America, no one knows.
I mean, okay.
Yeah.
You guys are stupid.
In my,
hey, man.
I was in the California State Geography bee, actually, when I was in 7th grade.
Oh,
yeah.
Damn,
interesting.
I got last place out of 100 people.
Yep. Dead last. That's
I got dead last out of 100 people.
Damn.
You got dead last and then you moved here.
Yep, yeah. Actually, what happened was, we have, like, the school geography bee, and so I won that, which is pretty lucky. I don't know how I did that. But, like, so after that, there's, like, a test you take to see if you qualify for the state one. And so... I got to like skip gym or something, so I was like happy because like fucking gym in middle school is stupid, and I'm not an athletic person, so I don't like gym. But anyway, I got to skip gym.
You're on the varsity baseball team.
I got to skip gym and I was happy because we had to like run the mile. Something I fucking hate running the mile. That's the worst.
Dude, I love the mile. It's so fun.
I like running now, but I hate it.
Yeah, so I got to skip running the mile.
You felt good after.
Yeah, so I got to skip running the mile, and so I got to go to my like counselor's office, like my like administrator's office, right, to take the test. And she just goes, "Here's the test," and she just leaves the room. So I'm just alone in this office, and right in front of me is just a globe. So I got to take the test using a globe. Like, so I blatantly cheated in the California State Geography qualifying test. I like cheated some poor kid who like devoted their entire life just out of a spot in the State Geography being. I got last place.
Maybe it was just another guy with a globe in front of him that failed.
No, dude, it
was probably. Yeah, okay, when I was at the geography, the kid that got like 3rd place. She was in 4th grade, and she was like this Indian chick, right?
Of course.
Exactly, of course. Indians are going to rule the world in like 10 years. So, this Indian chick's parents, she got 3rd place out of 100 people. I would have been like, that's great, good job. But no, they were like disappointed, like, she should have gotten 1st place.
That's the Indian mentality, bro.
You should have gotten 1st place.
Why get 2nd or 3rd place when you can get 1st place?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
And, yeah, but they still don't have toilets, dude.
Yeah.
That's an issue.
Dude, that's because Indians are fucked.
Indians.
Dude, society-wise, bro, like, India has some problems. Some real
I've seen
problems.
Slumdog Millionaire, okay?
Dude,
so that's about my extent of knowledge on Indian culture is Slumdog Millionaire.
It was so bad, bro.
I love Indians, dude. I worked at 7-Eleven, for all of you who don't know, and one of my favorite coworkers was this man named Nur. And
Nur.
Yo, what's your kid's name gonna be?
Nur.
He's just like short Indian.
Can we talk about
Indian man?
This is our second part. We should talk about names right now. We started talking about the podcast name, then we talked about what our names would be if we were chicks, and now we're talking about fucking Indian people's names.
This is the new beginning, dude.
Yeah. New beginnings, like a new name.
Dude, naming stuff is really difficult, and I thought about this. Some people just don't even try. Like, I read somewhere near, but like in 2016, I read that there were 4 babies in the United States with the name 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
4 babies.
Yes, named 1, 2, 3,
That's
4, 5.
That's just because like you're like a crack addict on the street, and
the parents named them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, like the numbers.
I don't know.
Spelt out.
No, dude. My like aunt used to be like a delivery nurse in a hospital, and then like one lady heard them saying vagina. Like, as she was giving birth, and she had no idea what it meant, and she named her kid Vagina because she thought it sounded beautiful.
She didn't know what a vagina was?
She didn't know what the word vagina meant, dude. She was like, I'm gonna name my kid Vagina.
Okay. Like, I don't know, man. I feel like that shouldn't be up to... I get, like, names have significance, but, like, just the potential to, like, ruin your kid's life by, like, naming them something really stupid.
But how many kids have you met that have a name like that?
That's a good point.
That's a good point, yeah.
I did know a chick in middle school whose last name was Butts. Like, she can't really control that, but her last name was Butts. Like, yeah, like Butts Butts.
Oh, wow.
But that's just really unfortunate. Like, she was a very nice person, but...
Her last name was Butts.
Her last name was Butts. Like, how do you get past that?
How do you, like, come up with that as a last... Like, who came up with last names?
Yeah, last names... Yeah, we talk about this, too. Like, last names, they come from, like, or at least, like, English last names. I don't know what it is for fucking Indian last names. But they come from, like, the occupation. Like, if you were like in like medieval era a baker, and your last name was Baker, and like
It was similar in India. The last names is the village that you come from.
Oh yeah.
So Chauhan.
Oh yeah,
that's
I
a
remember you
village.
talking about this.
And
yeah.
then like my mom's side, Gill, that's a different village, and everyone from that village has the last name Gill. And the reason why it exists in India is so that you don't end up marrying your fucking like long lost cousins or whatever. Like you marry someone with a different name, last name.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's similar in like Western culture too, right? You don't marry
Yeah.
someone with the same last name as you. That's kind of fucked.
No.
I mean, like, it's bound to happen if your last name is like Johnson or something. Like, it's
Or like
possible.
Smith.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Smith.
Yeah, true. But
How many
like,
blacksmiths were there in ancient fucking England?
Yeah, maybe no.
There's
Maybe,
so
much-
maybe all the blacksmiths were just really hot and they just like
I guess
fuck all
so.
the bitches, right?
Well, I mean, you have an important job as a blacksmith, like, and there's
Yeah.
probably only one in the village. Like, you're very exclusive. There's probably like 10 farmers, but only like one blacksmith.
Yeah, dude. They got hard rods, dude, ready to go.
Oh my god, that's something that you're missing in your life, right, John? Hot rods.
Talking about, that's what Aiden's missing, dude.
Aiden and his blacksmiths.
Aiden
Oh, you guys don't even know, okay? Like, oh my.
It's alright. We don't have to delve
Yeah.
into it.
All right, John has a story for us he'd like to
What
tell
was it
about
called?
his childhood friend.
Oh.
You can segue this into.
I had a friend when I was 5, and his name was Joshua, but I was 5, and I was an idiot, and I called him Joshua, and then every time I did that, he'd be like, no, it's Joshua, and I was like, okay, like,
Sure.
I get it, man, I'm just gonna say Joshua, okay, because chill out, and then, like, apparently he was, like, getting his Eagle Scout, and, like, because I don't know him now, right, I knew him when I was 5, and then, like, he was, like, studying abroad, and then, like, after he graduated high school, he just, like, disappeared, and he started, like, working on some farm out west or something, and his mom couldn't find him for months.
Dude, that's the American dream.
Yeah,
Go out
that-
west.
Yeah, go
Yeah.
west, young man.
It didn't end up well.
It
though.
did not,
It did
not
end
end
up
in the
well for him,
American
no.
dream.
Yeah, dude, because apparently he was hitchhiking in Florida, because that's just what he was doing. And then, like, he got picked up by some 65-year-old dude, and they were going to see the SpaceX flight. And then they went in a hotel room, and then Joshua stabbed him, dude. 24 times.
24 times.
He said that it was in self-defense because he was trying to rape him, but, like, why would you stab a man so many times?
Bro,
I mean,
to
if
be
you
honest,
were
if
about
it's-
to get if he threatened to rape you, like I would be pretty upset. Like,
dude,
Yeah, dude.
if a 65-year-old man tried to diddle with me, I would put him straight in the armbar, bro.
Oh, yeah, put him in the
Break his arms.
Yeah,
like,
put him in
fucking,
the
he would never
triangle,
walk
dude.
again. Ever.
jeez, dude, what is happening? Okay.
Dude, it's better than, like, stabbing a man 24
Yeah,
times.
but, like...
I mean, like in the heat of that moment, you're not thinking about it though. Like,
Yeah,
it's
he's
just
like,
all
oh my
gut
God,
reaction.
this
like,
man, his dick is almost inside me.
yeah, I'm gonna stab him a bunch of times, so his does not
Yeah.
violate.
Yeah,
me.
but, like, it would be easier to fight off a 65-year-old man, though,
Yeah.
right?
I mean,
He's
in theory, but you're not
65.
thinking about anything. Like, you're in a potentially life and death situation. Like, it's all instinct, you know.
Yeah, dude.
The adrenaline.
And you guys ever been in life and death situations?
I have, yeah.
Talk about it.
When I was in Australia, we used to like live nearby like a beach, right?
Mm.
So we'd always go down there and like, you know, just hang out on the beach, surf and stuff, and like play beach soccer and stuff. And then there was one time I was there surfing, right? And then there was this like big ass wave, and I was like maybe 7 or 8 years old, right? And then I was like held underneath the wave for like what felt like maybe almost 5 minutes. Or like, well, not 5 minutes. It was maybe like 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like 2 minutes under like constant like turning and tumbling. It was like really bad.
Mm-hmm.
And then what's cool? This was like a little bit after I saw Jaws.
Mm-hmm.
So like I was even more scared. I was like,
I'm
dude,
done with the
what
ocean.
if a shark comes and eats me or something? You know.
Yeah, while you're stuck in the fucking
Dude, and
washing
you're like
machine.
you're stuck underneath, and you just keep
Yeah.
turning
Yep.
and turning, and like I had my board like strapped up with my ankle, right?
Mhm.
Like it was locked up so you didn't lose your board, right?
Mm.
And like that was getting dragged around, and it was like dragging me around too because I was
Yeah, oh,
like
yeah.
fucking 7, and this was
Yeah,
like a
right.
big ass surfboard, like I don't know, but it was really bad. And then when I came up, I was like spitting out seawater and shit. It
Yeah.
was bad.
My life and death experience also involves the ocean. I was probably like 3 or 4, and I lived like pretty close to the beach in California. So we went to the beach one day, and I'd never been in the water before. I was like, I don't want to go in that water. It seems scary.
Oh, like the LA beach.
Yeah.
dude, that shit is like radioactive, dude. I
I
wouldn't go.
don't think that's true. But no, that's not what happened. So, my mom finally like you should go in the water. Like, stop being a fucking bitch. Like, you go in the water. And so I walk into the water, and I'm like, okay, this is fine. This is enjoyable. So I walk in a little further, and so I walk out like a 20, 30 feet, and I get to like the drop off, like where the stopping like a. So there's like the fucking, if you're a kid, like a little kid, like the water's coming up to like your shins.
Oh, I thought you meant you got to like the deep sea drop off.
No, not the real
How
deep
did
sea
you
drop off.
stand?
No, the water went down to like 4 feet or something.
Oh, okay.
And like I'm only like 4 feet
Yeah,
tall, so
yeah.
and so I'm like a kid, I'm like 3 feet tall, probably. So I walk in, and I'm like, I'm underwater now. Like I didn't understand the concept of being underwater. I didn't realize you couldn't actually breathe underwater. So I just take a breath, and I'm like, I can't breathe. What's happening? Yeah. And like I had never been. Nobody ever told me. Like I didn't have any experience with this, so I didn't have any like instinct to go up. Like, okay, I should get out of the water now. Like no, I just hang on. I just hung out in there. I'm like, I can't breathe.
Underwater?
Yeah, and my mom like kind of was watching what's happening. She's like, what are you doing? You're running like crashing out of the water. Like, are you a fucking idiot?
I
Like,
saw my kid just walk into the water and then just like not even try, just be like, all right, like
Natural selection.
Yeah, that is natural selection at its finest, dude. Like, you didn't have an instinct to live.
yeah.
You took a breath of just water,
Dude,
dude.
if this was like 300 years ago, you would be
Oh
gone,
yeah.
bro.
He thought like 300 years ago. If you like, maybe more than like 500 years ago, like. If you didn't, you have glasses. Like you would just be blind. You would be useless. Like
I'll take off my glasses, dude. Let me see what I can do.
yeah, you wouldn't be able to like hunt or anything. Like what?
500 years ago, you didn't.
Yeah, like what if you're like an American Indian or something? Like you have to hunt.
Yeah, like.
Oh my god.
Oh. Can I see you without my glasses? But
And you would just get like killed for meat or something. Like
no, dude. Maybe at like.
or just like
gatherer time.
you would just be like the fucking.
Dude, I would love to be a hunter.
You would just be like the 15th century equivalent
I feel like it'd be
of like.
fun for a little bit, like the
Yeah.
adventure.
Oh yeah.
And then like you wouldn't be able to find any food for like 2 days, and you'd be like, all right, you know what? I kind of like my.
You know what? That's a good point. But what if like those survival island type things that they do?
Yeah,
I would love to do that. That sounds.
I would
so fun.
actually like to do that, but like it just seems like it's a fucking fake and like all this drama.
Well, I mean like an actual.
Not like
yeah.
Survivor. Like,
Yeah.
have you guys seen this show Naked and Afraid?
Oh yeah.
I have not seen
Naked and
Naked and
Afraid.
Afraid.
They drop two people. They drop a guy and a girl into a like whatever survival scenario, and they're naked and they have to live for 21 days.
I feel like this is one of those shows that you watch when you're like 9. You're like, am I gonna see boobies? like, like, come on, dude. Like, you know what
It's
I
a pretty
mean?
good show actually. They do show cracks in the show, so if you're into that kind of thing, then
Like crack cocaine. Or
no, like butt
butt?
cracks.
So they-
oh
butt
man,
crack. Oh,
they
shit.
show ass.
they don't show like assholes. They show
No, they like.
The appealing part of the ass is not the asshole.
it's the butt
For
yeah.
most people.
Yeah, it's the butt. Like they show butts.
Yeah.
It's not what the show is about. I'm fucking getting off topic here. Like
It's called Naked and Afraid, and half of it is about being naked.
that's just like how they clickbait you into watching the show.
That's what
Like
I'm
it's
saying.
And also that shows like there's been controversy around that because it's also like semi-fake and shit.
I'm sure every
Well,
show
I mean,
is
yeah,
semi-fake.
it's probably
Like, okay, yeah, what always happens in the shows is, like, they're about to fucking starve to death. They get to survive for, like, 21 days, and, like, the end, they, like, journey to an extraction point to get out, right? And so what always happens is that they're, like, they can't find any fucking food, and they, like, put all these traps, like, snares or whatever. And, like, on the second to last day before they're about to starve to death, and they'll have, like, energy to get out there, like, oh, look, a rabbit appeared in our trap. Like, I wonder if, like, wow, we're so blessed that like, the fucking producers put, like, a rabbit in the trap. Like,
So wait, do they get put in separate locations? Or
no, they can put it together.
Yeah, together.
How many times have they, like, fucked on
No,
the show?
no. As far as I know, I mean.
I mean, like they wouldn't.
If they
include
did, they
that.
wouldn't
Yeah,
show it, yeah.
But, like, that's whack, dude. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, like, I would never be able to, I would die in, like, 2 days. Like,
I mean, they must, like, give you train. They must not.
well, it's not, no, they're, like, all trained survivalists. Like, they're not random people.
Oh, they're not just
Yeah,
random people?
No, no.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
They would insta
But then why
if
do
were
they
random
include
people.
afraid? If you're a trained survivalist,
Yeah, if you're a
shouldn't
trained
you not be
survivalist,
afraid?
how are they so shit?
I mean, it's difficult.
It's
like,
difficult either way.
they're not like they're like mostly like military people. Or people that are like outdoors.
Isn't it
Oh,
like
right.
they drop them on an island or something,
So
and
you
then
drop Connor, and like
I guess so, yeah.
yeah, but what they do is they leave you there like naked or whatever, right? And then you choose one item to bring with you, right?
Yeah. So
And
usually
then-
they bring like a machete and like something like boil water in.
And then they go off with that.
well, you just get like a bike
I choose my child to be
I choose to bring
in
myself
a car.
boat.
Yeah.
I choose a boat. Just get to the extraction point.
Yeah,
as soon as
exactly.
possible.
Yeah, exactly, right.
But
Give
what
me,
if
like,
you
a
choose a
Humvee.
boat and they drop you in like the Sahara? Like what then?
Dude, what if they give you a boat but they don't give you any fuel or anything for
Oh,
it?
look at that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see?
You would have to make
I
your
love-
own fuel.
It's like a genie, dude.
Yeah, no, but if I were like, I would be so fucking useless. Like in any century other than this one, like. I have no, like, discernible skills. Like, I would have to learn something. Like,
Yeah.
if I would be, like, the 15th century equivalent of, like, a fucking philosophy major. Like, I have no, like, real, like, useful skills. I just fucking sit in, like, the castle
Yeah.
and, like, do nothing every day.
No, dude, but that's like the thing about high school to transition. It's like
Transition in high school.
prepares you for like office work, you know?
Yeah.
But does it?
I mean, like,
No,
high
it's just,
school
like-
is, like, 4 years is, like, not a lot of time. Like, you get 4 years and 28 classes.
Mhm.
Each class is 1 year. To learn, like, you have to find one thing you care about, right?
Yeah.
And, like, there's
It's
not
not
enough
enough
time to really figure out
They
what
give
you
you
care
so
about.
little time to come up with the biggest decision of
Right.
your life.
Yeah, it's true.
And it's difficult to change, like, occupation or, like, what you're studying
Yeah, it really
in
is.
college, too. And also, like, college, too, that's, like, you have to pay, what, 50K?
Oh, yeah, I'm paying probably $50,000 a year to go to college next year.
They make it seem like that's
Ridiculous.
your only option, you know,
Yeah.
to pay, like, 50K or upwards, right?
That's why I'm out.
Yeah, dude, just work at 7-Eleven. Like, you're
Work at
fine.
7-Eleven.
Not just, what are you talking about 7-Eleven? I'm talking about the United States Marine Corps, dude.
And
Oh,
John
yeah,
is going to
true.
be a Marine.
Yeah.
So.
You want to talk about that?
Like what?
I don't know. What are your
I'm
feelings
trying to
going
go.
up
Trying to
into
go
it?
infantry. I got a
Infantry?
92 on my ASVAB, and they're like, you can get any job you want. I'm like, give me the shittiest one.
Really? You could? Did you not want to be like a marine engineer or something?
No.
Mm.
I don't give a shit about engineering, dude. I don't know.
I mean, like,
Like, I don't know what I
that's fair.
want to do,
Yeah.
but I want to like get out there, you know, man. I want to like.
Yeah, I think
fucking-
you have a lot. I think you definitely have a lot better like idea what you want to do when you're 22 when you get out of the Marines than
Yeah,
when I'm
exactly.
17
I
now.
don't
Like,
wanna,
Do they,
waste
like,
all
give
that
you,
money.
like, extra benefits? Like,
What do you mean? Like, you get the GI Bill.
yeah.
Yeah, like if I can get like most of my college paid off.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
yeah, like I'm going to a fucking like tech school or to do computer science and game design, and like that sounds cool. Like,
Mhm.
I don't know if that's like what I want to do though. I'm just like, oh, that sounds cool. I'll major in that. Like
Dude, I got no direction right now.
Man, Drew, you
I'm
got
going
one
in
direction,
blind.
all right?
to Australia.
Like theater.
Dude, actually, though, real talk, right? Like,
Uh-huh.
I'd love to be, like, a film director or some kind.
I agree. Yeah,
That'd be cool.
I've always been interested in film. It's just like I don't think you can really appreciate how much fucking work goes into making a movie.
Yeah,
like,
there's so much
it's
work.
insane. It's
You
like-
know
there's
about
so
that
many
now,
shitty
right?
movies.
With your YouTube videos?
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
so
I
it's
remember
not
my-
really comparable to filming like a full-length live-action movie. But
You're right, but there's still a lot of work that goes
yeah,
into,
yeah. I mean, I thought okay, like
5-minute videos.
yeah,
you know?
my YouTube. I'm working on like a fucking video for my YouTube channel, right? And it has to do with some science and you know, real intellectual, and it's a lot. It's like it's. I thought it'd be a pretty straightforward. I thought I could like bang it out in a day, but it's taken like several days to make.
Wait, so
like,
what are you?
producing.
What's
Yeah,
the
dude,
concept
it's
of it?
difficult.
The concept is it's about Kendrick Lamar's song "Backseat Freestyle," and it's about what if your dick was as big as the Eiffel Tower.
Oh,
The
interesting.
science that would go into
So
that.
what have you
Okay.
gotten so far? Can you give us a little teaser?
Wait,
Oh,
so
I'll
are you
give
doing
you guys
something
a-
like Vsauce? Where you like, what if
Yeah.
your dick was the size of the
I
Eiffel
not
Tower?
really like it's not like
Vsauce.
well produced.
Yeah,
I also
okay.
like fucking like it's okay. So basically, premise of the video is you know your dick is as big as the Eiffel Tower, right? Like, would you die?
Would you
Yes.
get gender reassignment to
You just got like you got
Yeah.
flaps, dude.
How difficult would it be to walk?
Why?
Okay.
It would be very difficult to walk.
It
It would be impossible to walk, dude.
You gotta watch the video to find out.
Dude, I know it would be. There's no way it wouldn't be impossible. What about the size of your balls? Like
No, I clarify this in the video. Your balls are normal sized.
What?
If your balls were proportional, they would be like fucking beach balls, bigger than beach balls.
Bigger
Like,
than beach balls.
Yeah.
If your
They would
dick
be
is
like
the size
big
of
as
the Eiffel Tower.
They
It's
Yeah.
gonna
like
be
it's
massive.
bigger than like.
no, because okay, I did.
Like a
I'm
Ferris
spoiling
wheel
the
or
video
something.
for you, but I did.
Okay.
I've done a bunch of figures on this. The average dick is 5.1 inches,
Okay.
and the Eiffel Tower is like 1,000 something feet tall. It's about 2,500 dicks to get to top of the Eiffel Tower. So if you proportion that to the size of your balls, Imagine your balls being 2,500 times the size of it.
Well,
like
how
they
big is the average ball? That's what you gotta think about, dude. You don't think about ball size, you know?
No, yeah, you don't. But like 2,500, it would be enormous.
That's true, actually.
That's like the size of this
People
house.
are always concerned with dick size, but what about ball size?
Dude, what if like
I feel like we're
some chick
venturing
wants
into
you to-
some gay
wants you to
territory here. I
give it
don't
to her and
approve.
then
Spices and vices. This is a vice, bro.
This is the spice.
This is the spice,
the spice,
exactly. The spice of life, dick and balls.
Can you? Dude, like, if your balls were as big as like, I mean, how big would they be?
They would be in. Let's just theoretically say the
Okay.
average ball is. I
Like-
don't.
See,
I
now
don't
he's
even know.
revealing
Yeah.
his ball
Now
size.
I don't even know how to like quantify it. Like it's
This big.
Yeah, my balls are, like,
let's say it's
this
like
big.
half the size of this microphone. Like this blue snowball. Like let's say it's like
Oh, I
half the
think
size.
I
of it.
was meaning one ball.
Yeah. So one ball like
Mhm.
half the size of the blue snowball, right?
Okay.
If you balloon that to 2,500 times the size, I guess 2,500 times the size, like 2,500 times the diameter, like 2,500 times the circumference, or 2,500 times the volume, like very different things actually. So like we have to consider that. I would assume it'd be 2,500 times the volume, but like, yeah, I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah, if I had to guess, I would say it would fill up about this room.
This
So
is a-
imagine if your balls were the size of this room.
I think it'd be like the house, dude.
Yeah, maybe. I
It
mean,
would be no. I think one ball would probably be half of this house.
Probably maybe more than that.
Really?
It'd be the house.
But the
dude. I
Eiffel-
think it'd be the house. Eiffel Tower's pretty big, dude.
the Eiffel Tower is
I haven't-
1,060.
I haven't seen
The Eiffel Tower is
100 average
Yeah.
dicks.
The Eiffel Tower is 1,063 feet tall.
Wait, 2,500.
It's 2,500 dicks tall.
Wait, like
Average
erect or
dicks.
Erect.
not? Wow,
Yeah, average dicks.
Average dicks.
that's a lot of dicks.
It is a lot of dicks. You know, you guys have to watch the video to find out
Yeah,
the
this
rest.
is a good plug for your video.
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, moving away from the dicks.
Yeah, I agree. We are all
We're just
heterosexual
three
males.
dudes in a house alone talking about dicks.
We are.
It's kind of awkward. It's okay.
And balls. Don't forget the balls.
The
Dude.
balls
Dicks and
too,
balls.
Mm-hmm.
What's the
Talking
next
about.
Talk
You
about our high
want to
school
talk about
experience.
13 Reasons Why?
I think we should talk about our high school experience first.
Okay,
We can talk
alright,
about the
sure.
media
We could
portrayal
do
of high
that.
school. You know, I had a pretty good time in high school. I don't think.
I had a very good time.
Yeah, I think we can all agree that we enjoyed high school. Like,
Yeah.
It was
I
fun.
don't get the people who are like, I can't wait to leave high school.
Dude,
Almost like
actually,
everyone
it's
hates
low
it.
key sad leaving high school.
It's
Yeah.
high key sad leaving high school.
No,
dude.
it's low key sad.
Is it low key?
it's more low key.
It's
I'm not.
low-key.
I never enjoyed it. Like, I would never wake up in the morning and be like, boy, I can't wait to go to school.
Well, yeah,
Like,
but you don't want to go to school. You just want to like talk to people and like,
yeah.
Yeah, just the social aspect.
yeah. That-
Yeah, I'm not looking to spend more lunch times copying math homework. off
Yeah,
of mom,
exactly.
but- Yeah, but like the social aspect, yeah, sure.
That's what's fun, you know.
And, like, high school is, like, it's really the last period of your life where nothing really matters, you know? Like, high
mean,
school, in the
college
grand
is
scheme
kind
of
of like
things,
that.
doesn't matter. I mean,
No.
but the thing is, with college, like, I guess it's similar in college, but, like, it matters a little bit more. Like, you're taking care of your own finances and shit,
yeah,
like, for the
exactly.
most part.
Being an adult seems so depressing. Like,
Dude, this is why you gotta just become a farmer. Like,
no, dude.
Dude, farmers have no problems.
I don't.
I mean, they're probably the problems,
What are
like,
you
what if, like,
talking
the
about,
price
dude?
of
You gotta
wheat
wake up at,
falls,
like,
then you, like,
4 in
can't
the
feed your
morning and-
family
No,
and
and then
you
you
die.
get government subsidies for that.
Not in America.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you
what do you
do.
mean, dude? The government subsid like
The farming
we're
industry,
growing too
yeah.
much food.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, like farmers are like paid to grow less food now.
What?
I'm
To,
pretty
like,
sure.
alter, like, the food market? That seems like a
Or
violation of
something,
capitalism.
dude.
I don't know.
Dude, we don't have a free market in the
You
United
have a
States.
free market
Dude,
in,
this
like,
is giving me
Europe.
flashbacks to fucking macroeconomics and
Alright, let's
microeconomics.
fuck that. Go
Yeah,
back
dude,
to
I
high
got
school.
a
Go back
3
to
on
high
I got
school.
a 3 on the AP macro test. Okay, don't talk to me.
Okay, so high school was fun. Social aspect, we'll miss.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna miss like classes.
Well, yeah.
Like classes in high school
Classes
are
were
honestly
retarded.
The
pretty
only
useless.
class I'm gonna miss guitar class.
Dude, Miss Mars, rest in peace.
What, did she die?
Yeah.
No,
She's dead to me
she
now.
actually had like a heart attack the day we left.
You're kidding.
She died of stress.
Fuck,
The Basher
Andrew,
Boys are
come on,
leaving.
You gotta back me up. dude.
That did not happen. I would have heard it if a teacher at the school I went to died. Like,
Shit, dude.
Dude, she's dead to me, but not dead to Jonathan, bro.
I mean, like, do you think like even like 5 years now, I'm not gonna remember how to do like any fucking calculus or anything, or anything about like
No,
world
dude,
history.
Yeah, why do I have to know how to take a derivative, Mr. Ocatus?
Yeah, dude, what the fuck?
Come on.
Like there are derivative calculators in existence. Like you could use those.
Yeah, we have Google. Like,
Yeah.
why are you teaching me this?
Why
shit?
would we know things for ourselves? We can just have other
Why do
people
you have
know
to
them
have a
for
test
us.
on how to write a check when I can look it up on Google?
Yeah,
Okay.
Dude, the thing
Got a
is,
C
though,
on the
is
test,
like,
by the way.
Oh, is it up?
I just assume I got a C.
Oh, okay.
Probably is up.
you guys are out of school. Why are you talking about grades?
It's a good question, dude. My mom
my
would be
grades
upset
still
if I ended
matter.
up getting a D in
Oh,
calculus.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Really?
Mhm.
Oh, it's gonna apply to school.
I haven't applied.
Yeah,
yet.
talk about the Australian college application process.
I honestly didn't know that much about it.
Yeah, man. You gotta get ready for that.
Yeah, they don't care about diversity, college apps like your essays or whatever here, like what clubs you do. They don't give a shit. They just care about how much money you're paying
Mm-hmm.
and your grades. So, if someone who had the same grades as me, right, applied with a foreign like visa or whatever or citizenship, right, they're not like applying for domestic prices or whatever.
Yeah.
They have more of a likelihood of getting in than me. Like, even if I was like slightly better than them.
Yeah.
Kind of fucked up, actually.
Yeah, because they're paying more.
It's kind of the opposite in the U.S. Like, maybe not
No,
exactly.
It's not.
Like, no, because in the U.S., like, if you come from a family, like, if your parents didn't go to college, you're more likely to get into school because like it's more impressive. It's like it shows that you have a better work ethic than like for me, like I had decent grades in high school, but that's less impressive. Like being from the family I'm from in the area I live in than if some kid in like Compton whose like,
that's
parents are drug addicts to have the same grades that I did. Like that's very impressive. That's much more impressive than I did. Like
Yeah, I mean that comes down to the diversity factor thing too, right? But nobody gives a shit about that in Australia. Mm-hmm. You don't write essays or anything. You apply. You say, all right, this is what I got, like grades wise, and then if you're good enough, you get in.
Damn. You don't write any essays?
No
Nothing
essays, nothing.
Like that? That's weird.
Yeah.
I wonder what the college process is gonna be like for me after the Marines, because I'm not like how much are my grades gonna matter.
I don't think so.
I don't think
wouldn't
they
matter
do.
that
I
much.
assume like
I mean, they must matter some, you know.
I mean, if you go to the military,
whatever.
like
Yeah.
do you have to apply or do you just automatically
Dude,
get?
I have no idea what I do.
It seems like pretty important to probably figure that out.
Dude,
I mean, like
4
you
years
have
in
a
this-
while.
4 years
why,
to figure it
at
out.
least like in freshman year, were you thinking?
Dude, you're gonna be a hero in college for buying booze for everybody.
What?
You're gonna be a hero. You can buy booze
yeah,
for
dude,
everybody.
when I go
Oh,
to college,
sure.
I'm gonna slay.
Well, okay, that's a little like 4-year age gap's a little shady in college. I don't know.
Dude, what do you mean? I can like slay the seniors, dude.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
that's
Man.
true.
They probably have ways to buy booze. They don't need you.
I'm sure there's
I don't-
30-year-olds
Dude,
coming
I'm
into
gonna just walk in with my dress blues, dude. What are you talking about?
That's like pretentious. Like, yeah, I don't like.
I'm not.
okay,
I'm not.
listen,
No, I'm not. I mean, I'm joking, but like,
Listen, like Memorial Day was yesterday, and I appreciate the truce. But like, fucking the trucks that go by, like, I'm a Marine, like fuck you, like bumper stickers, like that's like a little far, buddy. Like, thanks for your
yeah,
service, but like,
yeah, I don't know. The
don't-
Marines like a real brotherhood kind of thing.
yeah,
you know?
yeah. I'm not like a part of that, so I definitely wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, I don't know, dude. I don't want to say anything because like I'm not even in it. You know, I'm just a fucking poolie little shit.
Oh,
But,
damn.
You know.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
right,
So
a
you know, we all had a good experience. We had
Dude,
different high school
freshman-
experiences.
Freshman and sophomore year were like okay. Junior year though, that was really
Talk
good.
about that, man, beer.
Dude, it was fun.
It's not appropriate for this podcast.
Dude, I lost like 50
Okay,
purity
yeah.
rice purity points.
Very appropriate for this podcast. Dude.
Dude, spices and vices.
Yeah, this is spices and vices, right? What did you learn from that experience, man, beer?
Well, there are a couple points that I would like to refund.
Mm-hmm.
Bitches be crazy, dude. Like that's the big takeaway.
Yeah, don't fuck with anyone that does cocaine. Would be my
Yeah, that's
advice.
number one.
Solid advice, dude.
Yeah. And then don't fuck anyone who has friends who do cocaine too.
Yeah.
Just stay away from cocaine, kids. It's
and
bad.
Brazilians who are taller than you. apparently.
Angelo.
It was pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie.
Was it?
Yeah, it was
Oh,
alright.
okay.
Dude, height doesn't
you told
matter.
You told me that you had some strange things happen.
There were some
dude.
strange things, but like it wasn't all bad.
Mhm.
You know. I don't know. It was interesting. First half of junior year was good.
Mhm.
Second half not so good.
Yeah, there were times in high school where I was like sad, but like I don't know. I never felt like I don't know.
Sad
Like,
in high school.
I mean, everybody gets sad. Like that's not like a
Yeah,
unique
everyone gets
experience.
sad, yeah.
Like I don't know. I was happy for most of high school. Like I enjoyed being in high school. Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We can transition this into
13 Reasons Why.
13 Reasons Why.
Yeah, that's real interesting. I just finished the first season yesterday.
Yep, I finished the first season like when it came out. I have yet to see the second season, so we're not going to talk about the second season.
Dude,
here.
I've been trying to watch the second season, but it doesn't load on my Netflix thing for some reason.
That stinks.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, gotta find out what happens in 13 Reasons Why.
Yeah, I think they that's when they go to trial against Bryce. Dude, fuck Bryce. I hate Bryce.
Okay.
Dude, I don't know anything about.
Yeah,
this
okay.
show,
John has not seen the show, so we'll
Okay,
try to
alright.
give him a quick synopsis.
Yeah, you want to start with that?
Yeah, sure. Okay. So basically, it starts episode 1.
Mhm.
This chick, her name is Hannah Baker, and she's killed herself.
Okay.
And so, as like an act of revenge against like the people in her high school, she
Mhm.
sends out 13 tapes to 13 different people. And
She like
yeah, so she sends
like,
the
instead of-
tapes to the first person, right?
yeah,
And it's
okay.
13 tapes, and it gives each tape is one person and one reason why that
Yeah.
person made her kill herself.
Oh,
And once
okay.
they listen to all of those, she goes, and this is the next person, so give the tapes to the next person,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yeah, they go in order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like it's 12 people that like so there's 12 people that like are reasons they killed themselves, and one of the people is like this guy that was like into her, and so he was like always nice to her, and so it's
Uh-huh.
like from the perspective of this guy.
I kind of want to watch this show now, dude.
It's
I mean,
not
you
bad.
should-
Okay,
it's
so
not a
that's-
bad show. It's just depressing as fuck. Yeah.
Okay, and Manveer, did you enjoy the show?
Honestly, no. It fucked with my feelings too much.
Oh shit.
I didn't
too
like
sad?
it. It was way too sad, bro. Like I had trouble. Like I would finish one episode, right? I would want to watch the next episode, but then like I didn't want to get more sad, you know. So just like I was stuck in a loop. Like the actual production of the show was really well, like really good. I think the execution of the show was really cool, and the whole concept behind it was really cool, but it was way too depressing.
Well, it was a book first, so they don't invent the concept. But
yeah, but like
I agree. I think the
good.
production was good. I like the way they dealt with like the different timelines, like
It
they
was
have
good.
back and forth, because they like it was mostly told like
Yeah.
flashbacks, right? So I think the way they did that, but like there's this whole side. It's not really a side plot. It's like the main part of the story is in the past. If I saw it like a year ago, so I don't fully remember, but it's in the
Uh-huh.
past. There's also like this plot going on in the present of the guy who's like trying to
So
bring justice to the girl.
what happens is, right, so like
Mhm.
she leaves, like instead of a suicide note, right,
It's the tapes.
yeah, it's the tapes, the 13 reasons why
Yeah,
she killed
yeah.
herself, and then each tape is like that one person, right,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
why, yeah, okay, so that goes through, right, and then it gets to like the 12th tape, right,
Uh huh.
and that's this guy Clay, who like had a big crush on this girl that killed herself, right,
Mhm.
Hannah, and Hannah also had a crush on Clay or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
right, and then like Clay was always nice to Hannah, right, so when he gets this box of tapes, right, and then like some guy explains to him that, you know,
Yeah, he's like afraid that he was one of the reasons why.
Yeah,
So he's like trying to
so-
figure that out.
Mhm.
that's the entire show. It's like him in the present. He's like, dude, what did I do to make her kill herself?
Wait,
Like,
didn't he watch the tape and it's like, this is why you made me?
he was going in order, and he was the 12th tape.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like that's each
Oh,
episode
so
is a
he's
different tape.
watching the tapes.
Yeah, he's
So he
listening
watched
to it.
Yeah, yeah.
He's listening
Yeah,
to it,
okay.
and then he's going through each person in order, and
Oh, okay.
he's like hesitant to get it to his tape because he's like, what? I don't know if I could live with myself,
Mm-hmm.
you know, knowing that I killed Hannah Baker.
Yeah. So here's the issues I have with the show. So the first is a pretty small one, but
Mhm.
like the main characters, like while like the background plots going on while Hannah Baker, like before she killed herself, are supposed to be sophomores in high school, and they look like 25. Like that's just
Yeah,
she's
she's
like
like a
fucking child
kid.
actors.
Everyone-
Like
Everyone had fucking tattoos.
yeah,
Like what the?
that was nobody.
As a sophomore, like
I knew
come
like
on.
one person who was sophomores with a tattoo, and she's like a thotty, so I don't know.
Wait.
Who?
Okay.
Sydney.
Oh yeah. Elephant.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But okay, my big gripe with the show is like, I found it very hard to sympathize with Hannah Baker. Like she killed herself, but she seems like a very resentful person. Like I didn't sympathize. They made it. I don't think they made her a likable character.
Yeah, I mean, well,
I think
I
it's
think-
important. I think that's a reason.
she started off as likable, right? Like
Yeah.
there were a lot of things that I sympathized with her with, you know, like the rape shit, right? Like
Right,
that's
obviously.
fucked up. And then the I don't know about like the list thing, you know, like how all right, these are like major spoilers, but like
Yeah,
whatever.
dude, whatever.
Whatever, it's fine, it's
It'll
fine.
all blow over.
Alright, so like there was this one issue where
Shit, I don't want to.
one of Hannah's friends like wrote a list of like best ass, you know, best whatever, right? And then she made it on the list for best ass, and then that like bothered her a shit ton.
Bother her, dude.
Yeah, that's
If I got
that's what I
voted-
didn't
if I got
get.
voted
But then
best
I
ass, dude.
sympathized with her after that because like there were all these like douchebag guys who
Right.
like, yeah, best ass, let me grab that shit, you know. Yeah, I don't know. But, like, there were a lot of things that I sympathized with her with, but then at the end of the season, right, like, as it, like, progressed, like, especially the last couple problems that she faced, I was like, bro, that's not...
Right,
It's not
like,
even
okay.
a problem. Like,
Well, okay, the second last one is the guy who rapes her, which is obviously like the biggest thing that happened.
yeah, that's
like that's the
what-
reason why she killed herself. I think
Yeah.
it's like all the other stuff would kind of like build up to that.
Yeah,
I
what
don't-
I'm talking about is like there was this one scene or problem, right, when she was going to the bank, right, and she had to
Oh, she had
make
lost
a
the money,
deposit.
right?
Yeah, and then she lost the money. Yeah, like, and then she was like, "Oh, dude, I'm so depressed." Like, you know, I don't know. As soon as I saw her ride off, and then the check on the top of her car just like fly away onto the road, that pissed me off. Like, come on, that's
Yeah,
not
that's
even that
not
big of an
normal.
issue.
I think
bro.
it's important. Okay, like she's not a very likable character overall, but I think that's actually like and maybe not like the show, but I think it actually makes the show better, like more believable, because obviously like not everybody's gonna be like a fucking good person. Like
Yeah.
Oh no, honestly, I didn't find.
I think
it
it's important.
unlikable.
Mhm.
It's important that she has like a dynamic character that like
Yeah, I mean, it's good that they made it so that, you know, she was likable to some people
yeah.
and unlikable to other people.
Right.
You know, it was really good. But yeah,
Like I think she came off to be like self-absorbed and like the way she
yeah,
like does
especially
it.
at the end. Yeah.
Like yeah, like I just like the whole concept of the show is like I'm taking my revenge on you like after I kill myself. Like that's just like a fucking very like spiteful thing to do. Like
I didn't
Yeah,
think it
what's-
was a revenge thing. It was just like an explanation.
I think it. I see. I disagree. I think it's like she wanted to make the people who she thought made her kill
Yeah.
herself like upset and like want to like maybe like
I mean,
I
there
think
was
she want to
some-
make them mad. Like
There were some tapes where I was like, dude, you don't need to be making a tape for this person, right? Like the cheerleader, right? Who
I
like
don't
knocked
even
down
remember.
the stop sign.
oh yeah.
Yeah, like you didn't have to make a tape for her. Like, come on. But then like other people like fucking Bryce, like the rapist and shit, right?
obviously yeah. Like
Like
obviously
that
that's the
stuff,
biggest
like
one.
obviously,
Yeah.
like that's alright. But there are other tapes where
Yeah.
I was like,
I think I transitioned this into like the media portrayal of high school. Like
yeah, sure.
I didn't like okay when I was scared when I went to high school because I didn't know what's gonna fucking happen. But like I had a very normal high school experience. Like as far as like media portrays high school to be like this big dramatic place where like all these fucking like power struggles and shit are happening. Like
It depends on
didn't
the
see
high
it.
school
yeah,
you go to.
and it depends on what.
like who it depends on who
hang
you
out
associate with,
you know?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Like but like in high school I was never like I feel like
It was
I never
pretty
had any
drama
like
free.
yeah I
For our group,
Yeah,
like, we
for
had
our
like we had
group.
like a close knit group.
yeah we had
you
like a
know?
closer group of like dorks. So like
Yeah, so we're just fucking idiots, and it's
Yeah.
like, what drama can we have?
Yeah. But like yeah like nobody was ever even like mean to me in high school. Like
Yeah,
I
I
don't
mean,
think I was like bullied.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, dude.
it was
like,
fine. But I think where you see the power struggles and all these like all the drama
yeah
is like private high schools.
Dude, that's true.
Actually, like the British school, bruh, that so much drama. And then what you're talking about, like JDS too,
JDS sounds like it has a lot of drama.
like so much drama in like private schools.
Mhm.
But I think public schools, less drama because, you know,
It's because there's less clicks, man. Like,
those
a lot of people like
locals.
grow up together
less-
like
yeah, it's just like a bigger school.
Yeah.
There's
like,
a
it's
bigger
just,
school,
like-
and if you have drama within like one friend group, you just move on to the next friend group.
yeah, I mean, not
like-
to say that there isn't drama, because there's a lot of drama.
Yeah, I'm sure there's
Like,
drama.
this is just not drama that we were a part of. You
Yeah,
know?
Yeah.
exactly.
And I'm thankful for that. Like
I don't like drama, man. I hate drama.
It's annoying.
Yeah, don't start shit with me, boy.
Dude,
Well-
if anyone tries to,
I'll armbar them.
Man, he's good about it.
dude, I could break their jaw. Like, never talk shit to me again.
Yeah, no, you could.
Physically. No, I mean,
Yeah.
oh no, it was drama free. That's good.
Yeah, for the most part. But, yeah, I'm sad high school's done, dude.
I am too.
I mean, I'm glad for the summer, but, like, I don't know.
Dude, I have
I
a
wish,
long
like-
ass summer.
Oh yeah, maybe
Yeah,
like
you
just
do.
9 months of summer.
Yeah, it's insane.
That's-
I don't know what I'm gonna do, but
Yeah, dude. We gotta wait for Edgar to come back, okay?
dude, I'm hyped.
I'm hyped for Edgar to be back.
Beluga
Edgar,
whale.
Edgar the beluga whale. He's our friend that moved to
Good job,
Amsterdam,
man.
and he's coming back this August for the first time since he moved to Amsterdam.
Dude, I remember stepping out of his apartment, dude, for the last time, dude.
So
I never
sad.
went to Edgar's
It's
house.
so sad.
I've never. I
You didn't
Wait,
go
were
you
on
not
his
there?
goodbye?
no, I didn't. Nobody ever even like told me it was
What?
happening, and I was like out of town. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, you weren't there. Oh, fuck.
that's sad.
Damn, dude.
He'll be back August though.
Yep.
So we gotta do something.
Yeah, Jamie keeps talking about wanting to raid the food stores one last time.
I don't think that's happening.
That's not happening.
It's not gonna happen.
We can raid someone else's food stores.
Yeah, we can. I don't know what we'll do.
I don't know.
We should skate one last time for Edgar.
Dude, you guys would go skating, and I don't know how to skateboard, so I would just like run alongside you guys. Like,
Dude,
okay.
Skate.
my fucking.
You don't even know how to bike, Ian.
That's true,
You're like a helpless child.
Dude, this is the 300 years ago. Dude, natural
Yeah,
selection.
Yeah, you almost drowned yourself.
Can't ride a bike.
I can ride a bike. I'm just not good at it.
We were biking back from Bethesda and we picked you up. You were like, you had like the shittiest bike ever. You were just like, like behind it, going so slow. It's like, oh no, Ian.
I remember we were with I think it was us three and Alex, and we were skateboarding from like Alex's house to your house, and you guys were skating down like Grosvenor.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah.
I was just running behind you with my skateboard above my head. I look like such a fucking idiot. I was like, waddle running behind my skateboard above my head, and we passed like this old lady, and this old lady I just started laughing at me.
Yeah, I remember that. I was in front of you. I was like kind of waiting for you.
Talking about old ladies and skateboards, dude. Old ladies are fucking savage, bro. Okay, so there was this one time, you know that 7-Eleven?
Mac just fell down. Oops.
Oh, whoops. You know that 7-Eleven near that Macca's, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so, there was this one morning where me and Cole, like, met up at Alex's place, and then Alex was sleeping, so we're like, what the fuck do we do?
Yeah.
And then we just went to Macca's, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we skateboarded there. And then we were on our way back, right, with like a bunch of food on our hands, right, like sitting on our boards, going down the hill and eating, right.
Yeah.
And then there was this one lady, who like Cole was ahead of me, right.
Uh-huh.
And there was this one lady that jumped in front of the board
Oh,
while Cole was going down, like jumped in front and then jumped back, like
What
just
the
in time.
fuck?
And then like Cole was like, "What the fuck?" Almost dropped all his food, and he was like spiraling out of control. And then the lady was laughing at him. Bro, this lady was.
She's a savage. Dude. I thought you were gonna talk about how like some old lady started yelling at you guys, but dude.
No, she jumped in front of the board and then like tried to make Cole like fall down and like
Yeah.
drop all his food and shit. And then she like backed up and started laughing at him. So.
Dude, that's what you do when you're old. You just like don't give a shit. You know?
Dude, it's funny.
Yeah. It's like Mr. Butler, dude. He says when he turns like 90 or whatever the fuck, he's gonna like have a huge party. He's gonna invite all of his students, and then he's gonna do a bunch of cocaine and like meth. And then
Is that what he said?
That's what he says to every class. Dude.
Really?
Yeah. He's like, you guys are all invited.
Oh my god.
So like, watch out for Mr. Butler's lit party, dude. Happening in, like,
In 2060.
2087.
Dude, how old is Mr. Butler?
He's young. I don't know, he's probably like 30. I don't know, dude. Guy's fucking ripped.
Yep.
Yep.
He is swole. AF.
He's also like an awesome teacher.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I got lucky in high school. I don't have any I had mostly good teachers. I don't have any bad teachers.
Miss Lafrada, dude, I couldn't handle her.
I never
Dude,
had.
Miss Patel. Fuck Miss Patel. Miss
Never
Patel,
had
if you're
her
listening to this, fuck you.
Dude, why does everyone why do people have like crushes on Miss Patel?
Dude, I don't know. It's kind of weird. She looks like an old woman, but like
yeah,
She looks like here's
She
in
looks
11th.
like
old and young at the
She
same
looks like a
time.
Botox chick.
Yeah.
You know?
When
yeah.
I was she's a 12th grade English teacher, and so when I was in 11th grade, she came to like my AP English language class to pitch to me like kids take AP English literature. And there was two teachers there, and one of them was my Miss McFadden, who ended up being my teacher, and the other one was Miss Patel. And I thought Miss Patel was like Miss McFadden's student. Like, she did not look like a teacher. She's like short, and I thought she was like I thought she was either like a student or like a student teacher. Like, I didn't think she was actually a teacher, and so I was confused at first.
Yeah, but she's old and young at the
Yeah,
same
no,
time.
I-
and
like-
it's so weird.
Yeah.
The only thing I've seen of her is the one where she was getting married and she did like the Hindu like like this thing.
Yeah,
like,
no, okay. Miss Patel is a white lady who married an Indian person.
No,
so.
dude, first semester, like, Patel is a really common Indian last name, right? So I was walking into the class expecting an Indian teacher.
Right.
Yeah.
I walk in as this tiny, blonde, old, young woman, right? Like, what the fuck is...
Dude, maybe when like Britain colonized fucking India, she just stayed, dude. Like,
Maybe.
no. But
It was weird.
yeah.
I was expecting a brown lady. I got Miss Patel
Dude,
instead.
the best teacher, Miss Isles.
Miss. Oh, dude,
Shout
Miss
out
Isles.
to
Oh,
Miss
no.
Isles.
She
Whatever
was-
happened to you?
Dude, alright, Miss Isles was a substitute teacher for 11th grade
Long-term
English.
sub.
And I shit you not, okay, this is how the hiring process happened for her, okay? They went into, like, Miss Baker went into a Wendy's, right? So the first cashier was like, alright, you're going to work for me,
No,
okay?
no, she went to like an urban thrift store, like in some really whack place, and she found like the craziest person. Like, in Miss Isles, you can't even describe her. Like, you just had to be in that
You
class.
had to be there for it. It was so bad.
Well, I was not on the class to
Like
describe it to
Steven
me.
Reuter, he said like salty, and she's like, "What does that mean? I don't know what salty means." And then he like explained to her what salty means, and then every time anyone said anything, she'd be like, "Ha, you're salty." Like one time he got like a bad grade on a presentation for no reason. She was like, "You're just salty," and he was like, "No, you gave me a D." And I was like, "What the?"
So he was salty.
Yeah, he was salty. Like, she got it. And then, like, we'd watch, like, documentary. We'd do, like, the Great Gatsby thing. And, like, we'd watch, like, a documentary on the early 20th century. And she'd be like, my father always used to force me to watch these. And she'd, like, talk about her dad. Like,
It was so
like
weird.
too personally. And I was like... She's like, my dad wouldn't let me watch TV. He would only let me watch documentaries and, like, yell at me. I was like, what the fuck?
It was weird.
Yeah, dude. Was Augustine in that class? No.
Yeah, he was.
Was he with us in there? Oh,
Yeah, he
yeah. And then we
was.
had him... Dude, when Miss Van Kuren came back, and then he thought she was in a porn, and then...
What?
What?
What? You don't remember that?
I don't remember that. I don't remember a lot of things from junior year.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But, yeah, dude, the first day she came back, he was sitting in front of me, right? And he turned around, he was like, yo, I've seen this lady before. And I was like, what do you mean? She was like, she's in porn. I'm like, I don't think so. And then he raises his hand, and I'm like, oh no, it's about to go down. And he's like, oh yeah, have I seen you before? Are you famous? She's like, no. And he's like, have you been in any movies though? And she's like, no, I've never been. He's like, no, I mean certain types of movies, if you know what I mean. And like people are like getting it around, and they're like, Augustine, stop. And I'm like, yo, dude, you gotta calm down. Like, I don't remember what happened after that, dude, but it was so funny.
I would be
No,
like,
he said
I would be like
Did he
flattered.
say?
I'm pretty sure he said
Like,
pornographic movies.
No, yeah, dude, yeah, he did. And then Miss Van Kuren just like got off the topic. She was like too weirded out, dude.
Well, if you were a teacher, like, what would you even say to that? Like, what?
Dude, it's so weird. Like,
I mean, yeah,
the
that's,
man,
that's fine.
dude. The man would just come in with like Brazzers shirts on, dude. Like just straight into school. Apparently, in Connor's class in horticulture, every day before class started, Mr. Shiflett would go to the bathroom, and Augustine would just grab the trash can and throw it across the room and say, "Mr. Shiflett wants some more." And just throw it across the classroom for no reason. And another time, he put like his like Bose speaker, and like when Mr. Shiflett wasn't looking, he hid it in like the above like the boards in the roof. Right?
Yeah.
So, and then he just blasts music, and Mr. Shiflett would be like, where the fuck is this music coming from? He'd be playing through the ceiling, dude.
Dude, he's a legend. Dude, after the,
Did you graduate?
yeah.
Oh man.
Dude, in Mr. Robbins' class, right, he was in the period before mine.
Yeah.
There was this one time, I think it was like maybe the last day of school. Oh,
Yeah.
that last week,
Yeah.
right? And he was just there, and he had a giant box of pizza on his desk. He was like eating it. And then like when I came in, he was like, "Hey, what's up, Manveer?"
Mhm.
And I was like, "What's up?" And then he was like, "Have you seen my Pepsi?" I was like, "I have not seen your Pepsi, no." And then he was like, "Mr. Rodman, did you take my Pepsi?" And then this is like he was looking for a big bottle of Pepsi. Right? It's like it's this big, and it says Pepsi on it. And then I was like, dude, I don't know where it is. And then he was like looking around the room, and it's like, oh man, someone took my Pepsi. And then he goes outside of the room, and he leaves his box of pizza.
Yeah.
Leaves the room, and then he comes back with a big bottle of Pepsi. And it was next to the door outside.
Uh-huh.
It's like, I found my Pepsi, Mr. Rodman. And then he was like, do you want some pizza, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'm good.
Uh-huh.
But then he opens it, and like I think there was like blue cheese on it
Uh-huh.
or something. I
Yeah.
don't fuck with that.
Yeah.
But he was like, yo, anyone want this pizza I didn't want it. And then some kid like took it, right, but didn't look at what was on it.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's this blue shit? Like, and then Augusti was like, I don't know, but you can have it. They just left.
Dude, Augustine's so funny.
Yeah.
Dude, did you see the Snapchat? I think it was on like, I don't even know whose story it was on, but Augustine was just smoking a joint in Mr. Shifleth's class.
I feel like if you're in horticulture, there's like to be expected of you.
Yeah,
Like,
dude. Like,
Yeah.
How crazy is that though? You're just in a classroom.
That man gives no fucks.
Dude, he kept talking to me about how he wanted to be president of Uruguay, where he's from, dude. Dude, he could do it. If anyone can do it, he could do it. Right? Like,
dude, he would.
I don't know
He'd
much
have
about
to
Uruguay,
have
but I
competition.
can't imagine it's like a very nice place to live.
I know 2 people from Uruguay, and it's Augustine and Sebastian. Both of them just
Both of them are whack.
they're
Dude.
just crazy. Dude. Like, the craziest shit happens to them, and you just like you just gotta deal with it.
Mm-hmm. Uruguay's an interesting place.
It
I'd
must
love
be,
to
dude.
visit it.
Yeah, right.
Dude.
Imagine how wild it must be.
Actually-
You probably get like mugged. Like you get your
Instantly,
first day
yeah,
there.
dude.
Dude, I would fight anyone, dude.
They probably don't get many Indian people in Uruguay.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Probably not. I don't know, but people have like come up to me talking Spanish before, so
What?
yeah, really.
People think I'm Hispanic too. Actually, it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
No
So-
one thinks I'm Hispanic.
Yeah.
I
we
wonder
can-
why, John. No, but I've had people like come up to me and ask me if I was Mexican.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, are
I'm
you
not
Mexican?
You don't look Mexican.
Yeah, you do not.
Yeah, I
no.
know. I know. That's the surprising thing.
Yeah, what?
Like, why do these people come up to me and talk like blas Spanish?
Dude, there's more.
You're like pretty clearly Indian. I feel like I'm like pretty racially ambiguous. I think I don't like
Yeah,
people.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
because you're mixed.
Yeah,
so-
I'm half white, half Japanese. Like I don't.
I
look
don't think I'm
Japanese, though.
clearly Indian. People think I'm Middle Eastern.
I can maybe see that.
Yeah, and then a couple people thought I was Indonesian for a little bit.
I don't see that because you're not like Asian.
When I was younger, my eyes were like that.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Huh. That's weird. I wonder. If
dude,
other
I
Asian
have
people
a
grow out of
picture
it.
from my
Oh,
SoundCloud.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my eyes
Plugging
were
Manveer's
kinda
SoundCloud.
like- Please don't listen to it,
Please do. It's actually fucking amazing.
dude. All of my like good tracks are private right now.
Oh.
I haven't posted any like complete stuff.
Dude, you still gotta make the riff.
The riff, yeah, dude, I'm hip. I need to get that done.
Mm-hmm.
But that riff is gonna be like metal, if anything.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
And like I'm not sure if I'm comfortable making metal like music.
You
Mhm.
can't do any of that until you make our intro.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Speaking about the podcast,
See, look,
we still don't have a name.
We still don't have
look
a
at
name.
the eyes. It's like kind of.
Nah, that's just
It's a
like
little
kid
bit.
eyes, you know.
It was always like that when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah.
All right, I think we should wrap this up by talking about Manveer's date for tomorrow.
Can we
Are you
not?
ready, Manveer? Are you ready to break the streak?
I think the streak is already broken.
Hey, it's not broken until you show up,
That's true.
right? So, Anna Gepke, if you're listening to this, Manveer wants to smash.
I mean, that's kind of implied if we're already going on a date.
That's true.
It's mutual. The willingness to.
What if she meant as a date, as really good friends?
She said as friends or
Yeah.
as a date. So like,
Yeah.
dude,
Nah, dude.
I think
Got it.
getting stuck in the friend zone is impossible
no,
at this
yeah.
point.
Right.
Well, I mean, it's still possible.
When do you leave for Australia this summer?
I'm going the June 18th to July 5th.
Oh, you're fucked. Oh no, Manveer.
What?
When are you coming back?
Oh,
I'm
okay.
coming back
oh,
July
yeah, June
5th.
18th. I mean, it's like 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
June 18th to July 5th.
Oh yeah.
And then I'll be here for a little bit. And then I might be going to Utah in like a week for 2 days.
Utah?
Utah. Utah's nice, isn't it?
I have an uncle there that kickboxes.
Oh man,
nice.
like where in Utah?
I think Salt Lake City.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like Four Corners area is really nice. Like southwest, like where all the arches and shit are.
Mhm. But yeah, looking forward to that. And then my grandparents are coming over this
Oh,
weekend. So it's gonna be
Yeah, my
interesting.
grandpa's coming over this weekend too. Actually, I have like a bunch of relatives coming over for graduation.
Yeah, so.
Oh, with my grandparents right there.
Oh,
It's
shit.
great.
So I don't have anyone visiting me.
On that cheery note,
Dude,
we'll
what,
wrap things up
what
here.
visiting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
We'll be your grandparents for the graduation.
Thank
John.
you, Ian.
All right.
You mean granddad?
Thanks,
You'll be my
granddaddy.
puppy.
Dude, I'm Big Mama.
I'm I'm Big Poppy, and this has been. What is this podcast called again?
We still named.
This is called New Beginnings. Okay.
New Beginnings pilot for Jewish Boy and the Average Boy.
Yeah.
Jewish Boy is currently not present.
He'll be here for the next episode.
Yeah. If you watched all of this or listened to all of this, get a life, fucking loser.
How long has this been going on?
It's an hour and 5 minutes.
An hour and 5. We've been sitting here for an hour and 5 minutes.
Yeah, it went by fast.
Interesting.
Yeah.
We've had a lot to talk about.
We'll have more to talk about next week.
We'll have like actual segments.
Probably not.
Please be sure to subscribe, hit that
like
button,
smash that notification bell.
Fucking bell.
I'm probably not gonna put this on YouTube because like
do it on SoundCloud.
Yeah, I'll do. I don't know how SoundCloud works, like with follows and stuff. But like you should do that.
Nobody's gonna listen to it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Have a good.
On whatever device you're hearing this on.
Good day, good night, a good evening, maybe an afternoon.
Yeah.
Not a morning.
We should talk about what our closer should be. It's like really important for any podcast.
Yeah, our closer should be.
It has to do something. It has to relate back to Jews because it's a significant amount of our podcast.
We should say like
Jews.
A Jewish prayer, but then like.
Rekatah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu mitzvotah v'tzivanu l'halik ner shel Hanukkah.
What? Is that the one for Hanukkah?
It's the one for Hanukkah. It's the only one I know.
Guys.
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah,
everybody.
Oh, we should do. Okay, hang on. We'll look this up right now.
What are we looking up?
We're looking up
how to say goodbye in Hebrew.
Days to Hanukkah.
We should have a countdown to Hanukkah.
Yeah, exactly.
Countdown to Hanukkah 2018.
It's 187 days to the first day of Hanukkah in 2018. So,
we'll see.
Armed with that information,
Hanukkah, we're gonna have a Jewish Boy and the Average Boy special from Paris Island. If I'm in boot camp.
Are you gonna have access to like a microphone?
No.
Okay.
I won't. That will not happen.
Okay.
But you guys can like pretend that I'm.
Yeah. All right. Well, we will. So in 187 days on Hanukkah.
How long is 187 days?
187 days is 6 months and a week.
How do you just know that?
Well, because
30 times 6
actually,
plus
yeah,
7.
it's pretty easy.
Oh, okay.
6 months and a week. That's the. I'll probably be at the end of boot camp then.
When are you coming back for Christmas?
I'm like coming. I should be back like late December, early January. So, hopefully I catch Christmas, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should be back for Christmas, right?
I leave September 10th. It's like 13 weeks long. So, it's like 3 months and then a week. And then you spend like a week in receiving. It's like like literally like, if that all goes according to schedule, it'd be like the 25th.
And are they gonna like shave you bald and shit too?
Oh, I'm gonna be completely bald.
Oh, that's gonna be awesome.
Like so bald. Just imagine me bald.
Dude, if you can, you gotta send me a picture of you bald.
The minute I get my phone back, I'm gonna snap everybody, be like, "I'm back, bitches."
Back, baby.
Wait, dude, are you allowed to have your phone on here?
No.
Like
in boot camp, no.
Huh?
No.
Wait, how long is boot camp?
3 months.
Oh,
well,
13
months.
weeks. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's not too bad.
No. I mean, like, Air Force boot camp is like 6 weeks.
Damn.
Or something. I think I have the longest boot camp. But yeah, on that note, 187 days to Hanukkah. Ian, say it again.
187 days to Hanukkah.
No.
The prayer thing.
Oh, okay. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu mitzvotah v'tzivanu l'halik ner shel Hanukkah. That was awful. I pronounced none of those words correctly.
I'll get Shoshana to do like a clip
of her saying the prayer.
Dude, we can just get Eli here for next episode.
Yeah, exactly.
Eli can do it live.
Eli had a bar mitzvah, right?
Yeah.
Was it like a really Jewish bar mitzvah?
I don't even remember what happened.
Okay.
We didn't talk about those times.
Actually, let's talk about bar mitzvahs. I have a few bar mitzvah stories.
Okay.
All right. So the first one was, so I grew up in like suburbs of LA, and I got a scholarship to this private school in like West LA, like Hollywood. There's a lot of Jews there in that area, and so at my private school, there were like probably 30 or so bar mitzvahs in 7th grade, which is the grade I was in private school for, that I was invited to. And, like, most of them were, like, they weren't even my friends. It was just, like, the kind of thing where we had, like, it was, like, 100 people in the grade. So, like, they had to invite everybody or else they looked like an asshole. So, I got to, like, invite a bunch of these, like, people I barely knew bar mitzvahs. And, the first bar mitzvah I went to, I think I set a world record for most yarmulkes on my head at one time.
How many, Ian?
12, dude.
12.
They weren't, like, stacked either. They were, like, spread out across my entire head. Yeah, I had one, like, hanging off the back of my head. I don't even know how that happened.
How do you do it?
Yeah.
That's, like, you can tell how, like, devoted a Jewish person is to how low their yarmulke is.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, it's called a kippah, I've learned.
Oh, really?
Wait, what?
They call it kippahs. If you call it a yarmulke to, a fucking hardcore Jew, they'd be like, you goy peasant, get out of my way. It's a kippah. Alright, so... Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
the other
like
story is
down here. They're like balancing it with the power of God on their side. Like it's just like
The other story is I was at this chick's bar mitzvah. Actually, chick's bat mitzvah actually, and she had
What's the difference?
Bat mitzvahs for girls.
Oh, okay.
And so she had the smoothie. Like she had like a smoothie bar at her bat mitzvah, and so I'm fucking chilling there with my boys drinking my smoothie. And I, like, turn around to, like, do something. And, like, as I turn around, this chick bumps right into me. And I spill my smoothie, like, all over her dress. Like, her nice dress. And I'm like, oh, no, what do I do? So I start trying to, like, take a paper towel, like, dab it up. And I, like, kind of accidentally grope her. And,
that's how Ian got on the sex offender list?
Yeah.
Out there with Hobby. Shout out to Hobby.
Yeah. That's the first ever gone with a girl, actually. So, on that note, I'm not going to say the prayer again, but thanks for listening.
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah in 187 days.
Yeah.
Actually, is that, like, exactly halfway to Hanukkah?
No, it'd be 182.5.
Yeah.
You should have a happy half day.
I'm done with school. This is too much for me.
Happy halfway Hanukkah special.
5 days ago.
That'll be the next podcast.
Oh, the next podcast, yeah. Next podcast will be Happy Hanukkah Day.
Happy half day Hanukkah.
Yeah. Great. Thanks for watching, everybody. Or listening. From wherever you may be, we wish you the best. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.